Hey LimeWire blog watchers, we are here on the LimeWire Stoop, our very first Stoop interview, which we are honored to have the Rotary Downs or just Rotary Downs? Sorry, just Rotary Downs. I always wonder that. It's better without the. Rotary Downs are here in New York playing a couple shows, and they were awesome enough to stop by. They just played some great acoustic covers of a couple tunes off their new album, and now they're here with us. How's it going, guys?
It's going good.
Yeah.
It's been a hectic day for us because we got up at 4:45 to catch a plane here, and we've had a lot of gear to move around. We're playing a art opening tonight. It's maybe I'll let Zach. It's a cousin of his that's doing an opening about the recent catastrophe in the Gulf.
A cousin of mine, he's from Hammond, Louisiana, which is down south. I opened up a art gallery called Art Jail, right down the road from here. And he was down on the coast south of New Orleans around Delacroix and Grand Isle, photographing what he saw happening on the coast. And what he saw was a lot of images that people around the country and the world are slowly seeing what's going on down there. Not a lot of people cleaning up stuff. There's a lot of oil getting in on beaches. And he thought that it was about time that people here need to see what was going on. And it was serendipity that we're in town this weekend doing a few gigs that we could lend a hand and bring in some of our music up to this the gallery opening.
I got to know about you guys through this this sampler that it's part of a series we do called Ear to the Ground, and we just a couple months ago did Ear to the Ground New Orleans and had this great track from Rotary Downs called Indian Summer, which I think is the last track on your new one. It's awesome. I have to say though, I'm a big fan of Montrez-Vous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is it's so good. That means is it show you, show me, show you, show your face. Okay, so translation. I feel like it's such a good. You guys have got your own sort of kind of electronic, kind of rough sound, and yet there's a little bit of the New Orleans like infusion, like the traditional style. I feel like that song is a nice testament to that. Do you feel like New Orleans is a part of that culture is a part of your sound?
It creeps in there a little bit.
Yeah.
The horns help. The sky.
Yeah, it's the horn. Oh, you're the horn master? Cool. Yeah.
I think also a lot of the rhythms that Zach has absorbed growing up in Louisiana, not just being in Cajun land, but also being in New Orleans and really active in New Orleans for a while, definitely seeps in to the sound, so he kind of has that, polyrhythmic thing going on.
For sure, yeah, and it's such a rich culture there. I'm sure, like if you're just there trying to make music, it can't help but seep into the gaps here and there, no matter what. In general, I mean, we're here at LimeWire. I have to ask, like, do you guys think digital technology is helping musicians? Is it a good thing?
It depends. It's funny. All the power goes to the listener now, because for one thing that bums me out is to realize that people are scanning through so much available music and then listening to it on tiny treble laptop speakers for 20 seconds maybe, and so much music isn't great if it's just put across that way. It's some stuff works that way, but like say super stripped down, almost sparse stuff like Gang of Four or something, or like that kind of a tune or music where it's just really like compact and doesn't have this sort of broad spectrum. But in a lot of cases, you hear about a band somebody recommends, or maybe they're critically acclaimed, and then you'll do what probably most people do and check it out through these crappy little speakers, and you'll be like, I don't get what the big deal is, So that kind of, it sucks for musicians because they work really hard to get this rich sound going. But simultaneously, there's just so much music so instantly available. It takes away the sort of elitist thing that hipsters used to have, like, oh, I have this rare record collection. That just is nothing anymore. It doesn't mean anything. If anybody is ambitious or curious about music, they can take it upon themselves to really dig deep, and that's really cool. But I think people I think that people that are really, really love music, they actually will take the time to listen to their good system and consider it.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
plus and minus, you know?
No, totally. I feel like, I mean, and that works for musicians too. It's like, no, whether if you're a really dedicated listener,
Yeah.
you're gonna like go through the proper channels and use the best service to find the best quality. And if you're a really great band, the cream's gonna rise to the top no matter what. Even though there's such everyone can expose their music and everyone can be out there. The good stuff, as in Rotary Downs, will be exposed and we'll get to come to the LimeWire Stoop.
This is Jason Ryan with Rotary Downs. We just had a great afternoon with the LimeWire folks, playing a couple of great songs. Pardon me, I don't know what's going on. Thanks for having us, and what is up with these New York people? We're Rotary Downs with LimeWire. Thank you. I don't know. That was terrible.